Welcome back to another episode of the Randy Wilson Podcast. I'm your host, Randy Wilson. This is Virginia's podcast for the culture, from the culture, and we are amongst another cultural icon in our community today with my good brother here, Troi Hughes. Troi, what's good, bro?
How y'all doing, man? I'm doing pretty good, man.
Appreciate having you on the show. Y'all remember this podcast can be found everywhere podcasts are played, but I encourage you to go to YouTube so you can see the brother, and you can also go over to randywilsonpodcast.com. Troi, please drop your social media so people can learn quickly where they can learn more about you.
Okay, on all platforms, I'm at Troi Hughes, TroiHughes. I'm on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, well, I'm super excited to sit down and talk with Troi today. We've never really had a conversation, but I've been following this movement for a while, and he just seems to have his foot on the gas, man. You're doing a lot of great things. You see how the brother pulled up, man, Louis'd out. Like, my goodness, I was like, bro, you coming from somewhere, you're going somewhere, but I mean, this is just how the brother move around. And that's part of what kind of got my attention. It's like you're doing things your own way. You found your own path, man. So many things I'm curious to talk about, but I guess just from the beginning, help me and help our listeners. Let's kind of go back. Let's kind of go back. Like, born and raised, hometown hero, football star. Went to Norfolk State. Meadowbrook graduate. They told me that you was the man, the myth, and the legend, and I don't know what all that means. So I mean, I'm curious. Like, just kind of give me a little bit on your upbringing.
Okay, so I'm a very versatile individual. So I really have my hands in a lot of different things. So you might meet 10 people that know me, but know me from 10 different things. But I always been the same person as far as my essence, being genuine, being a good person. So that always stuck with me. So it's so many different ways I go with it. It's kind of hard to be in depth, but I've always been a hustler, I've always been ambitious, I've always been a hard worker. So those things that really stand out with everything I do. I'm a person that likes to try everything. I've done landscaping, I've been a power washer, I do modeling, acting now. I have a nonprofit organization. I pretty much got my hands in a lot of different things, and I think that comes from my diverse background. Like, both my families are completely different sides of the spectrum. I got my mom's side, they're more like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of feel, you know what I'm saying? My father's side, they more like the Sankley Frank type family, you know what I'm saying? You know, but so it's like, it was a perfect blend. It's like they both good sides of the family, but it's two different ways of handling life and looking at life. So I always had a complex perspective of how to approach life and attack life. And I also, so I'm originally from Southside, but around 10 years old, I moved to Chesterfield. So that was even a different shock wave as well, though. So having to go from different type of kids, different type of schooling, different type of lifestyle. So I always had to be kind of like, almost like a chameleon, for real. Still be me in my essence, but adapt to what situation I'm in. I leave school, I go down Blackwell, close to Hillside and stuff like that. So that's completely different kids from in Chesterfield, where the parents are more middle class and upper. So it taught me just to love the spot that I'm in, but just realize it's a lot different things. It's a lot of different parts of life you can be a part of, you know? So it's like, it just made me ambitious, though.
That's interesting. You know, I'm not originally from here. My wife reminds me all the time. She's from Richmond, born and raised. I've worked in the school system and with kids throughout the whole city, throughout the whole state, really. I think that I'm interested in one thing you spoke about. Like, let me ask you this: Do you think that there's differences between the demo of our communities, whether it's Southside Richmond or it's North Chesterfield? Do you think the demos are as do you think they're more similar now, or do you think they've vastly changed? Like, how do you see that? Because for me, I worked all over the city with the inner city youth, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like it's as extreme as
it is, though. It's still when you get to, because like surface level, you might not see the difference, but it go deeper to it, and it took me a while to even like come up with that
particularly you being, because you went through it, you lived
definitely though. So it'd be like, what's some things? Your mindset is one thing. So coming from, if you're from Chesterfield, you would think like the city like extra hard and all that. It's like it's myths on both sides. People from South Side think they got it sweet in Chesterfield. Some people in Chesterfield want to live the South Side lifestyle.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's kind of hard, but not knowing, it's great places in the South Side.
Yeah.
You know, it's not all hood.
Yeah.
I know tough guys in Chesterfield.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a make-believe narrative of it, just based on an imaginary line. And then it goes to even to the parents. You got some people that, like me, my parents moved us to Chesterfield. But you gotta remember what we've seen and what we've been around. Just because we're in this place, you're still Southside parents. You still teach me a Southside mentality. So it's not a Chesterfield. You got me in Chesterfield, but I don't relate to none of these kids. Because some of these Chesterfield kids, their parents, 6 figures. I'm coming to school with my shoes from the flea market. I'm wearing my dad's clothes. So I'm feeling underprivileged around people. But I go back to Southside, I'm seeing like I got it all. I'm spoiled, but not knowing it's not like that. You feel me? So
that's good.
And it causes a complex with kids. So like even with me, I had to go through identity crisis. So I'm like, I'm from Southside. You feel me? Like that. But it's like, I'm out here in Chesterfield for a while now. It's cool though. So like, I don't feel like being around these kids because I feel a little bit different. Like even from the teachers. When I first got to Chesterfield, I went from city school to where I'm an A+ student. I get to Chesterfield, the whole curriculum is different. I'm making C's and D's. So it's like, it's a catch up. My mannerism different. I'm a little bit louder, and in Southside, it's more bullying for real. So I'm picking on kids. Like my first month in Chesterfield schools, I couldn't go to play recess because I said something. I called a kid a crack baby, and they took that more serious than they do when because you got teachers that's used to that.
It's a different culture.
Different culture though. So it's like it's very layers to it. You know what I'm saying? It's similarities, but it's so different though.
I think you described that really well.
Yeah,
and I think that's gonna. I hope that reaches an audience that need to hear that, particularly parents.
And it gets crazy though because like where I'm originally from and where I moved to, it's only a 3-mile radius. Literally, we got the same zip code and all. I got the same zip code to the day. So it's like, even that's like, it's like.
When I first moved to Richmond, when I first came here in 2003, my first job was at Fallen Creek Middle School.
Okay, I teach there too.
So Spanish, heavy Spanish population. But right down the street was Bouchard. And I think and again, I didn't know anything about Richmond really, other than a few people I knew that kind of helped me come here, right? I didn't know anything about Richmond. I was coming from college in a situation where I was already living in like not the best environment. So my first apartment was at Jefferson Trace Apartments on Jeff Davis Highway.
Okay. This is the ones with like the wooden stairs going up on the left side?
Not over there, but it was like, they just, I don't even know how to describe it now, but Belmead, pretty much. Belmead.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you talking about the white ones on the right side, right beside SNS?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I grew up in that area, like playing sports and stuff,
So for me, being new to Richmond.
You didn't know where you was at.
I learned quickly.
Yeah, JD, you right there. You by Afton, you right there.
I learned very quickly, but I just think when it comes to working with a demo of kids I was working with, in that situation, there was probably more similarities just because I was coming home every day bringing like the milk carton boxes of milk and cereal to my neighborhood, thinking like, yo, I'm sorry. They looking to me like, why are you doing this?
Like you hustling.
Yeah.
So that's how my mentality was when I was in Chesterfield. I was selling candy in middle school. So they like, people not even think because they getting allowances and stuff like that. I'm like, I gotta make some money. Like I said, like my pair of shoes each year was, and I don't knock my mom in there because she was doing what she could do. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a pair of white and black Air Force Ones from the flea market. I had the metal tips on it. So when kids ask me, I'm like, yeah, I got it from New York. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm embarrassed to say I got it from the flea market. To the point where when I got to 7 grand, I'm like, I gotta get some money. You feel me? So like, I'm selling candy in there, like, and that's what people know me for, like hustling. So I'm like, I gotta make money to the point where I was making like down there like $100 a week. Then I started getting a real job, like working for Parks and Rec. I'm making like $250 every week and a half. So now I'm buying my own clothes and stuff. So it gave me to this thing where I gotta hustle. I gotta get my money. So I'm cutting grass around the neighborhood now. And it's like, that's is another difference between like the city and the county. I'm not gonna say it's for everybody, but like in that hillside and Belmead and Afton area, which I grew up with them kids, they grew up faster. They got to because their parents don't really got it on. A lot of them on welfare, so they got the bare minimum, but they want things because it's hard for you around there. You're going to get joked on. You're going to get picked on. And then another thing, like when you get to the subconscious of that environment, you have 3 different types of people who live in the hood. You got the kids who parents are drug dealers, so they have more money, so their mindset different. You have kids who parents are drug addicts. That's a whole different mindset. Then you have the parents who are just in that environment because they stuck there kind of. Like they work 9 to 5 jobs, so it's 3 different mindsets all intertwined with each other. Yeah. So it's like, it's privilege even in the slums of it though. So it's like, how you even interact is way different for real. Yeah. So it's kind of it's very complex with it for real.
Yeah, this is really good, man. I didn't even expect the conversation to start this way. This is really good, man. So let's use that to kind of pivot here, because you developed hustle. Yeah. Young. Yeah. And you still hustle. Yeah. And you just switched you just cleaned your hustle up. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. And as you alluded to, and as some of you in the audience may be familiar, you're a model. Yeah. You be doing big modeling stuff too. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Be all over the country with your modeling. Definitely. He be with some bad ones too.
yeah. We got some here too in Richmond as well, though. You know.
Yeah. And do you consider? I would imagine you consider yourself an entertainer, or no? Because I find you entertaining. I don't know. So I mean,
I feel like I'm an artist. Okay. That don't do music. You know.
Got it.
Like I'm an artist. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess just help bring us into this. Like, tell us your story on regard to how you got to here. Because one thing that we was talking about before the show that I really want you to talk about is that as much as you put into your art and your work, you still ain't afraid to hustle and grind. Because I saw you shared a post recently where you was like washing a vehicle. You was washing a truck. And I don't know if that was a commercial or if that was real.
That's real life. That's me. Yeah, it's me. Yeah. So you want to get to that part?
Whichever way you want to take it, I just want to make sure that people
understand that though. So,
I want to make sure people understand that, but I also want them to see your glow up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with that part, the hustle part. So right there, I pressure wash cars on the side. Well, I'm trying to make it more of my main business for real, because it's therapeutic to me. So I used to hustle, you know. So when I was hustling, I bought assets with it because I have a grandfather. He used to hustle, so he kind of like mentored me. So I kind of I tell people like I was mob raised. Like I didn't have to like jump out in the streets and figure it out. Like my family taught me how to move and how to interact with people and do what I need to do. Like it's never right to do it, but it's how you do it.
So you learned early how to clean your money.
For sure.
That's what it sounds
like. For sure. Because that's what my family did on one side. Yeah. So I understood it. So even when they wasn't directly telling me, I'm soaking up the game on how they moving, because I'm around my family members and stuff, and I'm seeing, okay, he don't never go to work, but he does this, he meet with this person, he talk to this person, that, but then he has this, you know, these assets. I'm like, okay, so it finally clicked to me. I was like, oh, this is what they was doing. You feel me? So it came naturally, cause it's kind of how like Tyra is on Power. Yeah. You see, he didn't grow up in the hood. Yeah. But he seen how his parents and stuff moved to where it clicks naturally. Yeah. Like that's how I'm supposed to move. Yeah. So that's kind of like how I got my background with stuff. So while I was hustling, I bought that truck you see in the video. I bought a U-Haul truck.
Hold up, that's your truck?
Not the big one, the black one. No, for real. So I didn't even know about dump trucks in there. But I bought a pickup truck. I had bought probably like $10,000 worth of equipment for landscaping stuff. I bought a U-Haul truck, and then I invested some other things. I don't want to talk about that over there, but I did that. So I was like, and this is what my grandpa told me, like, when you hustling, you have to have a routine, because like when you see like people who hustle like in the street, that's like more on hood stuff, it's sloppy. They wake up late. They dress any type of way. They dress with gold jewelry. They show everything. They're loud, and then you want to live in a nice neighborhood, but you don't match. You look at your neighbors, they're working 9 to 5 people. They wake up at 7 o'clock. You see them out the house by 8:30. They come back at 5. They have a routine. So when you live in this lifestyle, especially when you're young, you 22, you waking up at 11. You wearing loud, your cars, you drive like, you don't belong here. So it drive red flags. So he told me like, boom, go get you a Dickie suit, get you some work pants. I don't care what you do. You go to a girl house, wake your ass up at 8 o'clock, take your ass there, come back at 5. Every day till it came to routine. I'm like, I got the truck. Let me cut grass, cause like I grew up hustling. So I grew up cutting grass. So I'm like, let me just do stuff in between me hustling for real. And that's kind of how I built up like a name as being a hard worker as well. With it come like, I just need a routine to the point where I was hustling out of my truck, my work truck. I'm cutting grass, then I'm dropping stuff off to people. And that just came, I'm in mode, and me just flying underneath the radar for real, where you don't know what I'm doing for real. And that's how it's supposed to be. So when I said on the video, I exchanged a fast dollar for a slow nickel, I left the fast life alone. Like, I was making maybe $5,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe $12,000 a week for real. If I want to hustle full time, but now I might make. My goal is make $250, $300 a day. That's cool. It's slower, but I'm not living beyond my means for it, and I'm not racing a fast race fast, because most people I came up with or hustle with, they're literally dead or locked up or got shot a lot of times. And I'm like, that ain't for me. To any point where even when I got to the point where I stopped so many close people that I was giving stuff to started down, I'm like, damn, bro, like this ain't, I'm no different from them. I'm like, like certain cases, I was with them people probably an hour before, 3 hours before, they no longer here, or they end up in jail. So I'm like, I ain't no different from them. I'm not special. And I never had that thought, like, I feel like I'm different, but I'm not special. Like, the same things happen to me. So I was like, I gotta change my lifestyle for real. Because I'd have been in a situation where my car had been shot up while I'm in the car. I'd have been in shootouts. I'd have been in a lot of different things where it's like, this ain't even meant for me. I could do a lot of things, like you said, like I was a college athlete. I know different people. Like, I don't have to do this. So I'm gonna switch it up. But the main thing about it was putting my ego and pride to the side. So where like I'm going out now, I'm the man in the club. I'm used to buying bottles to like, I buy me a little drink at the bar now. Like, and knowing like I got a bigger purpose for real. Cause it's hard when you used to being a man as far as getting money to now people, now you worry about people whispering around like, shit, he ain't got like you used to. Like, Troi fucked up for real. Cause you see me working hard, but you don't know what I got going on. It's like, I learned a lot from music and movies as well. Like, what Jay-Z has a famous verse where he said, from 10 G's to 100,000, keep your shit the same. No matter if I have this money, you'll never know the difference. You don't know if I'm fucked up or good right now, because I'm always keep it the same. And that's the mentality you have to have. Because some people, money makes them. Having that type of plug power and all that, it makes them where it feeds their ego where if they fuck up, they can't come outside. They get to hide. And so like, I ain't see that guy in a while. Till he gets some money now, he got to show it and has to boast as much. I'm this the whole time. I don't never be too high. I don't never be too low. You don't know what I got going on, and that's how I live my life.
What do you feel like your purpose is?
Help people and show authenticity and be genuine, like showing people how to really be themselves. That's really my, like, I feel like my purpose is because I know how hard it is to, and I know how I feel to be picked on for being you. To where I see people that's like, that's not him. He doing this because he feel like he has to because of the environment. And I want to show people like, you could be you in any settings. Like, this is unorthodox. I'm wearing my diamond teeth, I'm wearing a suit. I could do that. I'm comfortable. I'm being me. Or I could wear some stuff around the hood that looks preppy. I can wear it like a regular collar shirt where like, this be you. And that's gonna take you farther, and that's part of being a man. You can't dictate how I'm gonna be or how I'm gonna come, because this is how I'm coming. This is me, I'm comfortable.
Definitely wasn't prepared for the pull up in a Louis suit, man. I feel underdressed.
Definitely though. And it's like, you just be the same. Be you anyway. It's like, look at Jay-Z now. Like, and as he started off like that, like, he wear anything he wants because he making any place he going his environment. And that's how you got to carry it. Because once you walk in with that confidence, as long as you know what you're talking about and know how to articulate yourself, can't nobody tell you anything.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Share with us a little bit about, like, we were talking before the show, your modeling, I guess, was the initial big break, the being covered all over the GRTC buses? So that really got me, like, helped my transition towards, like, leaving more of the hustling streets and stuff. So I mean, people seeing you everywhere at that point.
I mean, in the city though. So it made me realize, like, I'm as attractive as I think I am, and I do have a natural talent, because it was still in the city at the time. I wasn't. I probably had like 900.
Hold on, you gotta go back. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
So you said it helped you see that you were as attractive as you knew you were.
Yeah.
So you always possess that self? I mean,
the
women let you know early.
Yeah. So like high school,
they let you know early. Like
high school, I got most attractive. Like in high school, like I was the captain of the football team, most attractive, all that. But then you gotta think about it, and this I always traveled as a kid though. So I'm like, this is my city. That's like being a big fish in a small pond. So I'm like, these women think I'm attractive, but once I started going to different cities, I'm getting the same look, same awe. So I'm like, I'm universally attractive. Like they really think like I'm really that.
International Troi now.
So it's like, damn, it's a whole nother confidence. Like I'm that guy anywhere. To the point now where I travel alone. I don't go with anybody. Like, and it's so good. Like I made every city my environment. I could go to LA now. I could call 6 people, 10 people. Like I'm coming to town. I'm waiting for you, Troy. I'm at the airport for you. Atlanta is like that. Miami is like that. New York is like that. So it's the point like I'm me everywhere I go. So it's like I really put my flagship in the ground, like of me being me. So like I said, the GRTC made me realize like this is real. I can do this, you know? So, but I still was kind of like inside my head and being influenced around my environment for real.
You're 30 years old. When did that happen?
So the GRTC happened, my daughter was just born, so I was around 21.
And the reason why I asked that question is because you went to college and that had absolutely nothing to do. You probably wasn't thinking modeling.
I was hustling in college.
So you weren't thinking about your possible future, and the GRTC is really what completely changed.
It sparked everything, my whole trajectory thing, that knowing is real. Because like, even when I did GRTC stuff, I did it got my attention for like maybe a couple of months. I'm back to hustling. I'm like, I didn't, and that's the thing, and that's another part of my purpose. I want to open the door for people behind me because I didn't know who to reach out to keep it going. That was like my one thing. That was like my 15 seconds of fame. And it was like, I don't know where to go from there. You know what I'm saying? So I kept hustling.
Don't mind my stomach, yeah.
Huh? You good, man. You know what I'm saying? You fasting right now in the meeting. So I end up being on Instagram and I seen this photographer. She's from here. Her name is Selah, visual narrator. She a dope photographer. I end up reaching out to her. And that's one thing like me, and that comes from just being a kid and want to hustle. I'm not scared afraid to pull up on anybody. If I see you got information, I'm going to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, Selah, I love your work. I would love to model. But like she'll tell you, like the way she met me coming in the bank, and I'm bringing like maybe 9,000 because I know you can't keep 10. You know what I'm saying? I probably take like 9,000 to the bank. And she like, so when I'm hitting her up, she thinking me like this wild hood guy or something, like hustle, like you not serious. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she gave me a spun around or she was busy, but it was like a year later till she hit me up. She's like, hey, Troi, I got this campaign I'm trying to do as far as do-rags. I want you to model for it. Like, you still serious? I'm like, yeah. So we going out there, pull up on her. I was a natural. She posted a picture. It did pretty good on Instagram, maybe like 1,000 followers. I had a friend named Angie. She went to VSU track star. I love you, Angie. She took that, screenshot it with 2 other pictures I took and put it on Twitter and added Tyra Banks and said, hey, Tyra, can you tell my friend to take modeling serious? Because everybody knew what I was into for real. And then Tyra reposted it like, your friend know what she talking about. You need to take it serious. And it went viral. Like, I'm talking about, I might have had like 900 followers. They went to like 5,000 that day to like photographers hitting me up. Boom, boom, boom. Then, like I said, my manager now, Marvin Benemy, he's a big photographer. He more chestnut photographer. Okay. He hit me up like, I love your look. Can you come into Miami probably in 2 days to take a photo shoot? And he usually charges around $1,000 for it. He's like, it's on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and I'm a hustler. And people, I'm like, I booked my flight today. And I'm like, and that's what I love about myself. I don't care. I'm going to take that risk. I don't know who this guy is. He could have been anybody, like could have set me up, anything, but I'm taking that risk for real. Flew to Miami. We took our pictures, went viral, you know? So then me and Selah came up with a plan, like, I like what we're doing. We started making TikTok videos. She was like, let's take it.
How much do you feel like in the magic? Like when you look at the ingredients of what created viral activity, how much of it is you respectfully and the photographer? Like, I mean, obviously they got a platform, but what do you think made that pop?
Was it
just your time? I mean, I mean, I want to credit you for you being you, but I say that as much as I say that for you, I'm saying that because I think there's a lot of people who, I mean, I could use myself as an example. Like, what's going to be the show? What's going to be the episode? What's going to be the post? What's going to be the thing? You know,
it gotta be chemistry for real. Because I would say, photographers capture you in different lighting, in which Selah and Marvin do it the best. Where I don't even like working with other photographers because they know how to catch me exactly right. So that's a big part of posting. But then it's me as well, though. I can't discredit myself from it. It's like it's an equal 50-50 with it. You know what I'm saying? Because like everybody don't look like me. So it's like you gotta credit both of them. Like I don't give myself no more than I give them for real. And then like you said, it's perfect timing as well because you never know when that right moment might hit. But consistency and persistency overrules all. Staying consistent with it because you could have a big moment, but then you could go flat. If you don't stay consistent, you know what I'm saying? You get that high, but if you don't keep going, people forget you because especially nowadays with the attention span, it's 15 seconds.
And I didn't mean to take you off, but I had to ask that because you was on the flow there.
Yeah.
So you went to Miami.
Took the pictures, boom. Me and Selah, when I came back, came with a plan to go to LA. She was meeting up with Lawrence Robinson. He's a big actor now. He was on Tyler Perry's Sisters. He got a lot of more movie roles coming. He did.
Hold on. What? I watched this.
Yeah.
So who
forgot his name
was it now?
on it.
You talking about
Lawrence Robinson.
You talking about one of the actors?
One of the actors. I'm not sure what his name is for real.
Young guy?
On there. He has a beard. He's on a lot of different shows now. Though.
Oh yeah, is he like a bald headed guy?
He's not bald headed. He got like dimples. He was like on the first 2 seasons
of Sisters.
Yeah, I think he was a construction worker or something like that. That went to jail, and he married to one of them. He did something crazy, but
I watched that.
He was on Tales as well though.
It's either Zach. Have you ever watched Sisters?
No, I don't watch Sisters. No, I don't.
I don't even watch TV, but I got caught up. I got caught up.
Yeah, but that's my boy now though. But she was meeting him to take his.
What's his name again?
Lawrence Robinson.
Keep going now.
So yeah, she was meeting him, and we was going out there. We was like, we're gonna take pictures out there. We were just winging it. So when I was out there, I reached out to I didn't reach out. We were just hustling for real. But I had a friend named Brandon that played in North State with me. He was like, hey, it's a photographer out there named Cloud9. And she real dope, hit her up. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting on a plane when he telling me, I'm like, damn, bro, I'm on the plane now. But I reached out to her on Twitter like, hey, I like your work. I'd love to work with you someday. Just putting out there, I have no really experience for real. So I took off on the plane. I didn't buy no Wi-Fi. 5 hours on the plane, got back. I landed. She had brought me back. She was like, hey, I have a big campaign coming up for Tyra Lyons. She's the big girl that had a do-rag store that went viral on Instagram. She had on Melrose, the first do-rag store ever. She's like, I have a photo shoot with Tyra Lyons in 3 days. You think you could be out here? Right there, I booked my flight right there. I'll be back. So I probably stayed home about 2 days. I booked right back. I was right back there. And like, that's just magic going. And then from there, I had my manager, Ashley, IP Management. She hit me up in my DM, and that's the crazy thing. It went to my request box. So I'm thinking his face like, hey, Cedric Container has a campaign shoot for his what you call them hats like that, the Peladores. I think it's called that, something like that. He's like, I got a campaign shoot for him. We'd love for you to model.
Yeah, I saw a picture with you.
So I'm thinking it's fake for real because I'm still like, I'm only like maybe 3 weeks into modeling for real. Like I'm like, this ain't real. Cedric, I'm like, but still me being me. I'm like, yeah, I'll come out there. I'm like, you gotta buy my flight first. They bought the flight. I'm like, oh, this shit might be real. So I go to Lawrence Robinson's house. I'm like, bro, I know you with Tyler Perry. I'm seeing my location. If anything happens to me, y'all gotta find me because I'm thinking sex trafficking and all. And I'm like, they gonna kidnap me, Oregon trafficking. So when I get to the shoot, it's at like a shipyard. I'm like, yeah, this over with. She's like, yeah, just come to the back of the warehouse. I wrote Lawrence, I'm like, bro, I'm here. If you don't hear from me in like 2 hours, bro, just please come find me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the back. It's like going through doors. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Like, Troi, he was too thirsty this time, you know? So I went back. I seen Cedric right there. I'm like, oh, it's real. So I'm like, so he like, what's up, man? And like, he real dope. And then it just kept building from there, though.
Man, congratulations, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's a real.
It's like a fairy tale for real, though.
Yeah, but it sounds like a I guess so. But but you know, like listening to you share it, it's just like it was meant to be.
Yeah,
this is you are living in your moment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and That's really cool, man. That's crazy because I mean, I think what makes it cool also is that you didn't go out and seek this.
No,
this kind of came to you.
Yeah.
So who do you get compared to?
So
you could be like, I feel like you look like someone.
A lot of people, everybody. So when I first met Keke Palmer, she's like, "You the new Tyson Bedford." So I get that a lot. I get Tate Diggs a lot. I just booked the role.
I could definitely see the Tyson Bedford.
Yeah, so it was like I booked the role. I got a movie coming up in September. We start shooting. The lead actress there, she was like, "You like a tall Tate Diggs." Morris Chestnut. That's pretty much, and Tyrese, baby boy, for real. So.
Yeah, I can see the Tyrese
Yeah. So them like the 4 people for real.
Do you sing?
No, I don't sing.
No.
That's why we blame my mom. Like, come on, man, that's all I'm missing for real. That's all I'm missing.
Yeah, I'm sure your parents are proud of you.
Definitely, though. Definitely.
Yeah. I recently seen you on just following your gram. So like, you've been really good. Tell me this. You've been on the court show. I don't know what judge show was that. I don't know if it was Judge Judy.
Now Wanda. Relative Justice. Relative Justice.
So did you like tell me this? Did you have to like? Did you go to this show with a real situation or is it acting?
For sure.
You was on there with the ex or something, right?
For sure. Yeah, she really keep my car. You see the video in the show. She really keep my car.
So like, when you sought this out, how much of this was you trying to? How much of this was like, yo, I know this could be good for my brand?
Everything's so crazy because I was literally driving from Vegas back to LA. And then, like I said, the request box on Instagram, that's why you got to always check it. It was a white lady named Tracy. She was like, hey, I'm a producer for the show.
You mean I need to start looking at see, usually
I didn't look for none of this.
Most of this stuff, I always delete it because I feel like it's just
and
trash.
That's what they're like, you never know who's watching you. Like, she literally wrote in my request box, and I think it was about 2 days before I even seen it. I'm looking, I'm like, who is this white lady in a white dress? I'm like, let me see this. Like, hey, my name's Tracy. I'm from the show Relative Justice. I would love to have you on the show if you have anybody owes you money. I'm like, man, shit, I'm in the game. I'm like, it's real. I'm like, shit, bet. Hit her back quick. I'm like, only one person owe me money. It's for my car. I'm like, yeah. So I hit her up. I had to reach out to my ex and be like, hey, we go on the show, we can work it out. Cause we got like a cool relationship now.
So she was cool with it.
Yeah, she was cool with it for real. And we got paid for it. Like, I really won my case. I proved that. She keyed it. They pay. You know what I'm saying? She paid me whatever, and I got a check.
So you got justice.
Yeah, I got $5,000 check.
She didn't get nothing.
Nothing.
It did kind of force her, but she got some TV.
Yeah, she got TV.
She was happy about that.
Yeah, and it's crazy though, cause like I'm a hustler. So when I was at the show, I met some of the producers. I got their info, and I reached out to them, and that got me on the Weakest Link. I'm like, hey, whenever you need me for the show or something, let me know.
Is that the most recent show I saw you on?
Yo, Weakest Link. Yo.
And that came from
on
that?
Last week. Came from that.
Were you? Was it an old recording or a recent recording?
I recorded that in October.
Okay.
Yeah. So it takes a while. Like with production, it takes probably like sometimes up to 2 years.
It's interesting. I recently got hit up on some. I forget the name of the show, but Montel Williams has a show.
Okay, yeah.
In DC.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to come on there and talk about something in relation to healthcare.
Yeah.
But they wanted it was like a 5-minute segment, but they wanted I had to pay. I was got to pay for it. I was like,
it was really with Montel?
It was really with Montel, but
how heavy was the pay?
Like $15,000 for like 5 minutes.
See, that's different. If you had it, that's a great move though. And that's the thing, like, it matters on your position.
$15,000?
For sure, though. You only need a minute, for real. Yeah. The way Instagram, you clip it up, like, attention span. You got to remember that. People only watch 20 seconds and stuff. So you just being right there, it give you a certain notoriety or your status or where you standing beside. And that's what you got to remember, though. Because, like, even, like, some of my managers had to tell me, like, Troi, you be around a lot of celebrities. Take some pictures with them. I'm a person where I feel like I'm a celebrity for real. So I don't get into the hyper stuff. Like I said, when I was with Lawrence Robinson, we was with Keke Palmer, we was all around Hollywood doing karaoke and everything. We singing, she passing me chicken and stuff.
You spent a lot of time around her?
Huh?
You spent a lot of time on her?
Not really. We had like 2 times for real.
Because I know one of her real close people, and Jeff.
Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff Lopez. Jeff works for Chris Brown.
Okay.
And he was like Chris Brown's like marketing manager.
Yeah.
And he was like 14. Like he's been with him, and he's been with him ever since.
That's hard.
But he works really closely with Keke Palmer.
Yeah, I only been around twice though.
So you will.
Yeah.
At some point you'll be around him at some point.
Yeah.
Jeff Lopez. But nah. So you use that show. What was the most recent show you've been on? And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna take these. Yeah. I'm gonna find a way to merge these clips.
For sure. We do it. Yeah, we do
because
it.
You did a really good job. You did a really good job branding.
Yeah.
Your own business. Is Eden.
Eden. Yeah. So on that. So before you get on the Weakest Link, they put you in a room with all the contestants, and they ask you to warm up your brain, I guess, to stimulate. Mm-hmm. So they ask you like 10 questions. So when I'm in a room, everybody getting the answers right except for me. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting going first round. So I was like, regardless if I know the answer or not, I'm gonna say Eden. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm only gonna have 15 seconds of fame for real. So I'm like, make sure I put my brand on the map. Because at first I wanted to wear a polo, but you can't do cross branding on the shows, you know?
Okay.
So I was like, all right, and they lined up perfect. They said it was a 4-letter word that begins with C that represents something. I was like, Eden. So I knew her, the host, she's kind of like a jackass, but she's cool though, you know? So I know she was gonna try to pick on me. So I'm like, bet. So when the round ended, they had to evaluate the round and go over everything. So like, Troi, we said a 4-letter word that begins with C, and you said what again? I was like, Eden. And then I was like, you stopping? All right. It's like Eden. So I'm like, Eden is my clothing line. And then when they did cut out, she literally stopped and said, can you do that? Like, he literally just cross-branded his brand in front of, he said on like a $20 million budget. Like, can he do that? They had to really like wait for a minute. And I said, and I think that's when I got a little too witty for. I'm like, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. So they cut it up real like, all right now, we're going to let this slide, but we ain't going to show all that for real. Because we don't want, I guess they don't want other people to do that for real.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was a great opportunity. And I used my mouthpiece to get me to the 3rd round.
It got you to the 3rd round?
It got to the 3rd round. Like, I was like the weakest link on each round, but I talk good. I got to be quick on my toes, though. I was like, my nerves a little bad. Yeah. I know I'm well diverse. I know a lot of different things. So, and I'm a personable person. You know?
How is that working? How has that situation worked for you so far? Like, I know it's opening another door, probably.
Yeah. So I got something coming up as well. I had the producers, and like, as soon as it air, I reached out to the producer, do my little, my template thing. Hey, this is Troi. The episode just aired last night. If you ever look for anybody, boom, boom. I got some shows coming up though.
And you get paid for that too? Go on that show?
You get a Weakest Link?
Yeah.
Yeah, they give you like the SAG minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Somebody won, I think they won like $300,000 though. But and that's the thing about it, you know, I always go for the big pie. I wasn't going to win the game. I was going to be on national TV and promote my brand and show my face by staying consistent, you know?
Yeah.
Brick by brick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Troi Hughes. The name even sounds like it's, you know?
Yeah. So I used to go by my nickname Hollywood Hughes. So I got to the point, I'm like, I love my name. It's like, you got to stand on it. Like, be prestige with it. Like, have some pride in who you are for real. Like, I want to be known as a household name, Troi Hughes. So that's what I go by. Definitely.
So, Troi, you moving around. Now we got to let's get nosy. Let's getting into the gossip, you know? So, like, the way you moving, you about your business, you about your hustling. Yeah. Do you have time for a woman?
Yeah.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm in a relationship, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
And so, ladies, you know, they got to stay at the DM, basically.
Yeah, definitely. You trying to get them in trouble, man.
No, I was just trying, you know, sometimes I always ask that question.
Yeah,
man,
sure.
but I'm sure you deal with that, man.
Yeah, definitely though. Definitely.
You deal with that.
And a lot of people don't care either.
How is your partner able to, what is that like? You know
it ain't easy, to be honest. It definitely ain't easy. But like I tell anyone, like, this is me.
Because you are a brand. You're a walking brand.
Yeah.
You got an event coming up called Poochella.
Yeah, Poochella.
You got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Playboy Party, season 3.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, she got to be a strong person.
Yeah, definitely though. And like I said, I'm me. I'm not going, and I'm honest though, and it might be selfish, but I'm not putting my
compromising your brand
for nobody. Yeah. For nobody. So it's like, is you with it, or, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm always leave that door open for you. If it's too much, I don't want to stop you, but I didn't sacrifice too much to get where I am, and overcame too many odds to settle down and let my fire burn out. Yeah. This is I'm priming myself up to my moment is coming soon, and I can't stop that for anybody.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Talk to me about Poochella.
Poochella, okay, so it's me and Vontae Jones, we collaboration. So in the past, he had the big ass pool party, and I had the Playboy pool party. So we basically come together, joining forces, and starting to build on that.
Where's the party at?
It's gonna be at 6724 Hopkins Road. It's in North Chesterfield. Capacity about 400, and most of the proceeds are going to my nonprofit, Pursue Eating Youth Foundation, where we do Thanksgiving drive, toy drives, and we feed the homeless as well.
I mean, what can people expect from this pool party? Like, what kind of environment? I mean, it's obviously
fun, drinks, good vibes, entertainment, and black people getting in the water. That's what you're gonna get.
Black people swimming in this one?
Yeah, you gotta swim though. See, I'm a party person though, so it's like I like entertainment. I don't like standing around looking, because that gives off bad energy, and I don't like being egotistic with things though. Like, be yourself, be authentic, have fun. Yeah, you know. So ladies, don't get your hair all $6,000. I mean, $1,000 wigs and stuff. Get the braids. I'm gonna throw you in the water. We're gonna have a good time. You know, guys, I'm gonna spray water guns. So don't be on no tough guy stuff. You know, we having a good time. That's what we're
it's okay to get wet.
Yeah, definitely.
What I'm saying. Yeah. That's what's up. I mean, it sounds like a video got to be shot. I mean,
definitely. It's coming up.
The footage is going to be crazy.
Crazy though. You ain't seen the rest of my stuff?
I've seen.
And like I said, my Playboy party is coming up in August. I'm setting a date this week for real, and that's our 3rd annual one. It go crazy every time though.
Yeah, your birthday party looked like it was crazy.
Yeah, definitely though. So like I said, I want to bring in with different energy and share my essence to the city. So it was a black tie event, like wearing suits and stuff. Like, I want people, especially where I'm from, to like, let's step our games up for real. Yeah. Like, we could do both. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be all suits. You don't have to be all casual. You don't have to be all street. Yeah. Like, blend it, mix it. You know?
Yeah. You mentor?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a mentee? I'm assuming. So you
I have a lot actually.
You have a lot. So but who's your mentor?
Who's my mentor? Yeah. Who I look at? Well, it's a lot for real. So, AJ Brewer, that's my guy. I mean, like, we might have weekly talks for like 2 hours for real, because he's in the position where I looked up to him when I was in the street side more, and I was looking up to him to where I step on the other side, and now I'm kind of like in the same game for real. So, and then I seen what happened to him with, you know, when they try to cancel him as well. So I know how to maneuver through that, because I was going through the same thing for real.
You went through a situation where people tried to cancel you?
Yeah, definitely though. Like, not even probably 2 months ago for real. It went viral on Instagram and stuff. You might didn't see it for real.
I might have missed that one.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you want to regurgitate that up, or you want to leave it alone.
I don't really want to speak on it. Yeah, I wish everybody blessings though. Yeah, definitely though. But yeah, it happened though in the city though, to where I even seen like a lot of people entertaining as well. Where, and this one I taught them, like, you gotta get out your emotions. This is where you headed. You're like, if this gonna hurt you, when you get up there, it's gonna kill you. Yeah. So I had to respect that, and it's like, because I never went through that before. So I'm like, I respect it though, you know. And this is what comes with the game. Everybody that you think with you, they not with you.
No, it couldn't have been. I mean, do you think it was that great? I must have missed this one.
It got over 8,000 shares.
Really?
Yeah, definitely though. Definitely. Lamar Johnson, Pig and Brew, and he's younger than me for real, but we have a lot of similar backgrounds for real. So like, but he one that got into this lane a little faster than me for real. So him, Jonathan Johnson, he owns 6335. Him, Spurlock, Handbag Hero. So I used to sell replica stuff as well when I was younger. So he put me in game as far as that, like, learn how to merchandise. Yeah, that's a great hustle.
I used to have a truck that would drive. I used to catch a truck. I used to know a guy that drove the, like, he would you know, I mean, store they'd be going to like the big stores. Yeah. And let's say there would be something discontinued or there's like a malfunction. Whatever.
So like TJ Maxx type stuff.
But this stuff wasn't even making it to TJ Maxx. This was when they was taking it to the flea market.
For real. Oh yeah, so you good though. I used to drive to New York. So I had like Africans where the
Africans in New York was distributing the stuff to the flea market.
Definitely though. So like I used to hit the Africans up, like, I'm leaving from Virginia. I be there in 6 hours. They have my stuff on the curb waiting for me.
You ever go into warehouses in New York?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like silver joints, go upstairs, around that corner, like
picking this. Like an ant machine. It's crazy how this.
To where I found a better plug in Atlanta. Atlanta is way better.
Really?
So that's why I made a lot of my profit for real.
And I'm not talking about Chinatown, New York. I'm talking about probably like Midtown,
Manhattan,
34th.
Like Manhattan and stuff. Yeah, like Lenox, all Lenox and stuff. Yeah, like near the gold shops and stuff like that. Yeah, like I was in there for real. So like really walking through there where it's just me and a girl, or just me by myself, or me and one of my younger guys. Like,
are they still buying them fake Gucci bags? And
for sure. But now it's up to more high end replicas now. You can't do like the little cheap ones. Now you got to pay. It's called AAA, you know. Okay. So you pay for that though, and think about it. And this is where I learned the game from, where the Atlanta flea market. Cause you got to think a lot of the rappers are from Atlanta.
Yeah.
you gotta think about it. When you with an entourage, all the people stuff not real, and that's what really taught me for real. Like I had a direct supplier there. He had the best products in it's the Metro Mart I went to, and he used to tell me like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna say the rapper name though, but like it's a big rapper. You know what I'm saying? It has something to do with the Drake thing right now. He was one of the people that dissed Drake. Yeah. But like he had sent somebody in, backed up with his whole entourage. You know what I'm saying? 100 Gucci shirts, 100 Gucci scarves and stuff. And I'm like, if rappers doing it.
So you're saying it's a higher quality malfunction? It's not that it's fake.
No, it's fake. It's fake for sure.
When you say fake,
it's not authentified.
So you name it, so it's fake.
It's fake for sure though.
I thought, but you also got like stitch issues.
No, it's fake. Yeah, it's like they from China and they from like unsolicited warehouses. Okay, they're making it for real. Dang. So definitely though, it's straight out fake.
I was dealing with the malfunctions.
That's what I was saying. Like you had a real plug. Yeah, so I probably would have made a super killer for what you did.
Because basically you paid a driver.
Yeah.
The driver take the tip.
The driver stop out. No,
man, I'm not gonna go there.
These people, they went to China. They found some plugs, and they got it back, shipped back. Wow. And it was fake stuff.
Wow.
And he's in Atlanta. Like rest in peace. I seen Trouble out there before his Thief in the Night with Thug dropped. He was outside the Metro Mart. Even the Migos had a song outside the Metro Mart. So it was like I went to Atlanta and I was hustling Atlanta. I'm seeing all them doing it. I just brought it back here for real, and then it was making a killing from it. Yeah.
Those are the days. You took me back for a minute, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Drake or Kendrick?
Oh, man. I like Drake more, but I feel like Kendrick won. And I only feel like Kendrick won because he took the Drake recipe with the Not Like Us. That's the reason. Like, that was it right there. Everything else, I didn't really like.
I like Drake more, too.
Yeah.
I like Drake more. I feel like, and people find it, like, my opinion on this, they don't agree with it. I mean, I feel like, look, the West Coast claimed Kendrick a king probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I feel like everyone just ran with it. Like, I kind of feel like he's like Kermit the Froggy. Like, I'm not into rappers who sound like characters.
Like characters?
Yeah, he sounds like a character to me.
He just reminds me like Eminem rap. That's my
point.
I can't really get into it for real. I can't. I like J. Cole. I like Lupe Fiasco. Yeah. I like conscious music, but him, I can't get into it.
I mean, look, if any other rapper other than Eminem was talking like he sound like a weird white guy. Yeah. Let's just be real.
That's what it is though.
But
I feel like Game's the king of the West Coast, to be honest.
Yeah, I love Game.
That's for real though. Like he put him back on the map in 2004. He got it back and he brought people up with him. Like he gave Nipsey his thing, gave Kendrick his. Like I feel like Game is it.
I agree that Kendrick won the battle, but I think he won the people's vote on the battle. I mean, it ain't like Drake can't go out there in LA and still set it off if he want to.
I feel like a lot of hatred and envy.
He light skinned.
Like people didn't really like him.
He's getting the light skin.
And he won for so long.
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't want him to win.
Yeah.
And then you gotta think about it, he going against the biggest juggernauts in the game, going against Future.
He going against everybody.
And he still jabbed it. So it's like, how don't you like flout him though? But it's like, I can't lie. Like, I am a big West Coast music fan. That's why I said that wasn't Kendrick's style with it, Not Like Us. Yeah. But he mastered it for real. Yeah. Cause I love West Coast music. Like far as like the beat, you know what I'm saying? And it's a hit.
I'm not even a big West Coast music person. Not big. I mean, I like Game.
Yeah.
But why do I like Game? I like Game because he can deliver music like a game. Yeah. In so many different ways. Yeah. Like he can do a song with anybody.
Yeah, he an artist for real. He understands the game.
That's why I like Game. I just,
he don't even have a real authentic West Coast sound, to be honest.
Nah.
He don't though. But like I said, I do like West Coast, like that Not Like Us. Yeah. I love that for real. That stuff I listen to on a daily. Yeah. When I listen to like Mozzie or I was a big Drakeo fan, like Drakeo and stuff like YG, like people like that. So it's like I love that for real, and I feel like he just took that essence to it, and that's how he went for real.
When you in the gym, what you listening to?
Kevin Gates.
Yeah,
I let it join some of my like. That's like it's therapy. Like and that's why I started. I'm like, man, that's like it's my demons coming out for real. Like really, it's like it's something in your demons for real. Cause like I go into a trance where I'm not this right here when I'm in the gym. It's like everything I'm getting it off me for real. Yeah, and that's what it is though. It really is. It's therapeutic.
What's your workout routine consist of? Because I see you heavy in there.
Start off jump jacks. I walk on a treadmill, Stairmaster now. I'm doing that.
How long you on the Stairmaster?
20 minutes. Yeah, good. I do full body every day. But each full body day, I focus on upper body one day, lower body one day, because I'm trying to get my legs bigger for real. Like that's my hardest thing for real. And I run after my workout. Probably do like 3 miles after my workout.
Treadmill?
No, not street. I'm not a person that can run a treadmill for real, because like, I can't. I don't know. It's like I gotta see scenery for real when I run for real.
Get on a bike, man. I be trying to encourage people on the bike.
Somebody stole my bike 2 years ago.
Man, you getting big money.
Crazy, man.
You getting big money.
No, man. I don't want people to think that for real though. Definitely though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, what do people need to know that they don't know right now? Maybe.
As far as what, like what I got coming up or what?
Or what do you want them to know?
I need help. That's what it is. Like I really need help. Like I didn't build so many things where I just spread myself thin to where I need solid individuals around me to help everything go over the hill now and hump now. So like I got my nonprofit organization, Pursuing the Youth Foundation, where I want to mentor kids and teach them skills and trades, how to be authentic, how to carry themselves, how to do things around the house, and how to hustle as well. Basically to be right because of me, basically, to be honest though, and be authentic with it. But I don't know how to get grants. I need a grant writer. I don't know. I need help with people doing the organizations, like pass out stuff with me. I need people to hustle with me. I need help with that. I have a clothing line, Pursue Eating. It was like one of the first clothing brands in the city for like my age group, to where it's a staple, but I might be in Cali tomorrow. I might be in Florida tomorrow. I need somebody to hustle with me though. I need somebody to spark my ideas with designs. Like I can't do it all, you know? I have a CMOS business, CMOS to go. I love CMOS. I love health and fitness. I was a vegetarian for 2 years. You know, I love CMOS. I need somebody to make that when I'm going, because I can't do everything on my own. I don't feel like I done put in so much groundwork and built solid foundations. I need people to run with me, and I don't want anybody to do it. Like I want people, if you in the clothing business with me, I want you to have a love for clothing. If you in the nonprofit organization with me, I want you to have a love for people, a love for growth, a love for community. If you're in the CMOS with me, I want you to be a love for health. I want people to do naturally what they want to do, but just use my vessels to pursue that for real. Because I'm not egotistical. I don't have to be like, I'm the owner of this, I'm the ruler of that. Like, it's ours. This for the community for real. Because everything intertwines with each other. And that's what they're like, I do so many things, but it all comes back to being genuine, being a good person, being a hard worker, not taking the easy way out. It's easy for me to go down the street and get some stuff and make $10,000 by tomorrow. But I know what come with that. I know it's, in my essence, that's me selling my soul. And that's why I feel like selling your soul is going against your morals and values for monetary gains or quick gains for real.
Well, I think the fact that you just put it out there. I mean, that clearly, like, a lot of people are egotistical. They're not willing to ask for help. You know? And so why the people who are listening, who are trying to give help, I need help too.
For real. That we all do, especially like when we in the game, because we in the game now. Especially like being an entrepreneur and building your own platforms, it's not easy. And sometimes you get discouraged and stuff, and we don't know everything. And that's the thing about it, like, you gotta have mentors. You have to have mentors that's older, and you have to have mentors that's younger. Because youngers got to hold it. My daughter teaches me a lot of things about clothing.
Mentor, you know, young. Look, man, I learned a long time ago, man. People a lot of times think leadership comes from something above. But, you know, you can lead people up just as much as you can lead people down. Definitely. Or you lead people across. So it doesn't really matter where it comes. And a lot of times, people who are younger bring a youthful fire. You know, you know, and that ignites a spirit. So, Troi, it's been great talking to you on the show, man. This is the Randy Wilson podcast, Virginia's podcast for the culture, from the culture, amongst culture. We in downtown Richmond with my boy from Verify Studios, Casey, Ray. Your twin? Yeah. A lot of times, man, they look.
I wish y'all could see him right now, because I didn't even know this was him right now, bro. I thought he was a producer prepping me for the show. I'm like, is that you? But
man. But we really appreciate you coming on the show.
Appreciate you,
come back.
Anytime.
Got something that you know what I'm saying, that you feel like would make sense, man. Definitely. Come back, man, and just know that I've been watching you for a long time.
Appreciate you, man.
Salute you, man. And I'll tell you one thing before we close. I'm gonna say that I really like, and I didn't say it, but I think it's cool. Like, a lot of people I like AJ. I'm still cool with AJ.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and AJ created his own situations
too.
For
sure.
But I think it's cool to hear another brother speak on behalf of another brother in a
Oh
positive
yeah, definitely
way.
though.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure we get that message to AJ too, just because AJ is AJ. AJ is who he is. You know what I'm saying?
He's authentically him. And that's another thing that I do want to tell the people that want to get into spotlight, entrepreneur, influencing, is don't scale too fast. Because like I said, you don't really know who's with you for real. Because like sometimes we let like it get egotistical. I got 30,000 followers. Yeah. They with me, they supporting me. Soon you say something that they don't like, they gone. Yeah. So it's like, I'd rather me be authentic and say things that you might not like to hear and let you decide now that I'm not fucking with you now. Yeah. And let you know now to where I'm building it slower. But if I say the wrong thing, they like, his delivery may be wrong, or I might not agree with your message, but I know who you is as a person. Yeah. And that's how I feel about AJ. I know him as a person because I didn't even get into it for real because I don't get all in politics, but I'm like, I know AJ as a person. I know AJ as a man. Yeah. I know if you don't agree with it, that's on you for real. Because everybody has their right to their opinion, but as long as you're a good person, I don't give a fuck about it for real. Because you got two different mindsets on things though. Yeah,
we're gonna shout out AJ Brewer.
Shout out my boy, man. I'm coming back to give me a turkey sandwich in a few minutes, man. You know how we coming.
Let them know I said what's up.
I got you for sure.
I'm gonna come by there and get some juice. I can't eat bread right now.
Definitely, man.
Randy Wilson Podcast. Again, subscribe, follow, and we out.
Y'all holler at me, man. Get me to 30,000 followers. We need that by this week. Let's get it.
Help me get to like 4.
We get it,
I'm almost there.
We on the way there,
man.
Man.
Peace.